Are we live? I think we're live. Woohoo! Okay, what's going on, guys? Here we're back again for episode 4 of course, What's in the News Poonsauce. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. We've got a few people hanging out. So you got Eric. What's up, Erica? Erica, DC, Texas, Cloud Town, my man. How you doing? Let's wait till I only got 2 people in here so far. Let's see if anybody else can come and hang out with us before I get on everything going. So just give it a few minutes. How's everybody doing? Raven, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, just waiting for... So we got Shane, we got 3. We get a little more, get me to 5, and then I'll start talking. So you just have to look at my face for a couple seconds. Got 4. Come on, everybody, spread this stream like wildfire, I guess. I don't know. Yep. Let's see. And of course, YouTube's doing that thing. Oh, we're not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What are you talking about? I don't know what this fucking thing. It always does that like the beginning of my streams, and it just suddenly gets better. So I don't know. It's YouTube. What they're doing is just weird. I don't know. Plus, I'm still trying to get used to the whole YouTube thing. It's a kind of an adjustment. Oh, we got 5 viewers finally. Okay. So, first of all, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hope you all had a fantastic day. And, of course, it's Wednesday. It means it's halfway through the week. So, yeah, let's get on to it, man. Okay, well, I'm going to go off first of what I'm vaping on. I got a lot of things. A lot of things set up. A lot of juice I'm going through, trying to clear out the drawer, of course. So let's see. First, I got White Dreamer, White Ardent, Matchy Matchy, White DHD Chop Top on there. Well, the Ghost Chop Top on there, just the whole Matchy Matchy. Black Button with some glass, the blueberry cake, or the buttercream blueberry cake with like a sugar glazed frosting on it, I guess you could say. I don't know. It's delicious. It's super steep, so it's killing my cotton and my coils. But I don't care because it's worth it. And the next setup I got is my AF mod. Single 18650 tube with the skill on there. Another DHD tip on there. Kind of getting the matchy-matchy going on there a little bit. And inside of there, I got some... This is an old school one. The bottle is old school. I found this in my drawer, so I decided, why the hell I'm going to vape on this shit because it's fucking delicious. I got some Intercooler by Boosted. Old OG bottle Boosted. So, fucking delicious. Loving this stuff. Got a friggin'... Of course, the 120ml dripper bottles are like the worst thing in existence. But whatever. Gotta take what you have. And then next, I got... What else? Of course, that's Warlock Wednesday. Gotta run the Warlock's hammer with the Sherman 28 on top. Sherman RDA. Freaking just a monster of a setup right there. And inside of there, I got some Chubby Bubbles. What was this? Freaking Bubble Perp. It literally tastes like the Great Big League Chew. It's delicious. I love it. And that's it for that one. What else do I got? Of course, got my Lazy Vapor. Single 21700 DNA 5C with the Alliance Tech Flav 24 Evo on top of there. And inside of there, got a new juice I started vaping on that I had in the drawer for a while that I just opened like the past few days ago. Got some Buzzberry by Moon Mountain. And I'm really enjoying this stuff, actually. Really enjoying it. And then next, what else? Only a few more setups, guys. I got my Cartel Revenant with the Wops Nano RTA on there. Just loving this RTA right now. It's just like I said, like I always say, I'm trying to get into RTAs more this year, so that's my first attempt at it. It's doing pretty good for me so far. Next, in there, I got some Ice Monster Melon Colada. In there, and then second to last, my newly repaired, huge shout out to Mark Pluff. I sent a couple mods to him to fix, and they came back like they're brand fucking new. I got my Axis Vapes M17 now in a DNA 250 instead of a DNA 200, with Haku Phenom on top of there. And of course, since it's me, you know, transistor's got to be in the setup somewhere. So of course, got some LSD, lemon sugar drop, my all day, everyday juice. It's just fantastic. And then, of course, I'm going to go for my ride or die setup, my personal favorite setup I have right now. It goes with me everywhere. It barely leaves my hand. I got my Aspen Modco, Tormund, my boy, my best friend, with the gold recoil level on top, with the DHD macaron tip. Then in there, I got some old label from Guerrilla Warfare. Their point 270, which is, this stuff's just a buttery smooth frosted flaky pastry, which it's fucking delicious, and I love it. And see, do I have everything else? Of course, yep, one more thing. Haha. Zero Dull Dime Clove. Of course, it's like my mouth to lung setup of the fucking ages right now. I just love it. I gotta take another half because it's amazing. Oh, so good, so good. So yeah, guys, welcome. Okay, so I know a lot of the news segments I talk about on this are kind of negative. A lot of things in this industry are going negative because of all the, of course, flavor bans, T21s, all this. Of course, that new bill that they're trying to pass through Congress, which, of course, I'll be keeping an eye on and letting you guys know if anything progresses with it. But I decided that this show, I wanted to talk about more positive things in the world of vaping. There's a lot of news out there, and I would say 95% of it is negative with what's going on, but there is also a lot of positive that's in this industry as well, with what companies are doing, what people in the industry are doing. And I feel like that needs to be brought to light because, of course, anything positive in this kind of industry where we got our backs to a corner, our backs to the wall, then we need it. It's going to help boost our spirits, and it's going to be a great thing. So, first of all, of course, on Monday I talked about how Indiana just got the nicotine tax they were going to have to do pretty much done. Because what happened was the bill was introduced and it wasn't, like, passed in time for, like, they would approve it in time to where it would pass. So that one right now is incaput. So Indiana, great job on you guys for fighting to make sure this bill did not make it through on the nicotine tax, because that tax would have been insane. So great job on the advocacy groups in Indiana, all the people that wrote the representatives. It's a great thing, awesome thing. So next of all, let's see, there's a couple other things that I want to talk about. One thing I saw when I was browsing Vaping magazine, huge shout out to Vaping magazine with the lovely Angela Garrity. If you haven't watched it, last Saturday, I did my What's Your Story with Angela Garrity herself. It was an amazing time. She told her story about how she got into vaping. It's an emotional thing, so bring your tissues. But it was a really fun time. So if you have the chance to go rewatch that, I highly recommend doing it. But there's one thing I want to talk about that kind of might be iffy on some people, but I also think it's a positive thing in this industry. So Colorado has been going through a nicotine tax as well that would pretty much be devastating to them. I think it was like a 35% increase. So pretty much, tobacco products. Yeah, it would be a really significant increase on nicotine products. And actually, Big Tobacco is actually helping go against it. I know a lot of us are not fans of Big Tobacco because, of course, they're the ones behind all the cigarettes in there. They're the ones where, of course, all of us started smoking because of the tobacco products they came out with. So, but right now they're actually funding a lot of the stuff to fight that nicotine tax to go through in Colorado, of course, because it would affect cigarettes as well. But if we're in the same boat as tobacco products like cigarettes and all that, and they're fighting for the cause that we're involved in, we can't not say that's not a good thing, because the Big Tobacco, of course, Altria has a lot of money. They have a lot of money. So if they are going to fight for this, something that we're involved in too, I would say that's a good thing, because the vape industry doesn't have the most amount of money we can afford to like get all the people that we're representative getting. Let's see, getting the lobbyists, getting into the legislation, like the meetings, to where they can actually get their voices heard on why this nicotine tax should not be involved or not be brought into light. So that's a great thing in its own way. I know people are going to be against it, but if there's somebody else fighting for us that may not, I don't want to say the thing about like my enemy is my friend kind of situation right now, but that's what it kind of seems like. I don't know, I have mixed feelings on it, but I also feel like that it's something that shows that companies that we may not agree with or industries that we might not want to be a part of or have anything to do with can also fight for something that we're a part of, which has to be, it's a positive thing in its own right. So that's what I wanted to say about that one. It's an interesting thing. I'll post the link up in chat right now where you can read the article that Angela Garrity posted on this situation. Am I very quiet? Let's see. Oh. I probably just gotta move my microphone closer to me. I don't know if that's any better. Ken, let me know, buddy. Let me know if it's any better. Can you hear me good? Yes. Yes, no, maybe so. I don't know. We'll see. Anything? Yes, no, come on. Oh, well, I'm just gonna keep talking. So, next. Got a couple other things. There's also, when I think about the positivity of how this industry has gone, the positive things that have happened within the people of this industry doing things, there's one thing that comes upon my mind that really sticks with me because of the person who thought of it and the kind of person they were to be selfless and start something that was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. I'm talking about the Toys for Tots charity waffle done by my late and great friend Mike Schneider. Rest in peace, my friend. It's still hard to know that you're not here, you're not around to support the Vape Stew, the Ohmies. You were a great guy, and it was just, I know his friends and family are doing what they can to get this group running to what it was when he was running it, because when he was running it, it was doing fantastic things. I mean, he was doing so many things to get hold of companies and actually getting so many donations to where it was awesome. The amount of donations that he was getting with products, so when people donated, they have the option to get something out of it, like winning waffles and all that stuff. It was awesome. We had the Ohmies were going to be a really big part of it when it was still really big, where the six of us and Mike were talking to where we wanted to become like the main, probably want to say promoters of it, because it's something that we were all passionate about and something that we wanted to, of course, highly support because for the reason that it's being done and for the cause of it. It was an amazing thing. I hope that this thing gets running as big as it was before. I know he has family members involved in it. I know he has good friends that are helping running this page, this group. So I'm going to post the group in the chat now. So where you can join the group. If you have the option to join a group, please do. There's a lot of stuff that gets posted on there, maybe a lot of updates on what is happening with the group, of little things that are going to get better with it. I hope that it's going to be great. It needs to be back to the greatness that it was before. And it was just a thing to where I felt really strongly about it, and I was ready for that thing to just blow up, and I'm hoping that's what it does in the future. So I'm going to try my best to be a part of it as well. You guys, if you have the opportunities to join that group, be a part of it. They'll let you know when they're doing the waffles, when the charity is going to be active, or when they have stuff going on to where they're doing specific things to where they're going to make the lives of kids a lot better. I mean, obviously it's Toys for Tots. Kids that are less fortunate than all of us, kids that may not have homes or families like we do that deserve something to make their lives somewhat better. And knowing that people in the vape industry can do that and set up something that is some of things that are selfless and things that are above all of us is one of those things to where that's kind of news to me that needs to be brought to light, because of course the public opinion and people that vape, they're all assholes, they're all jackasses, they're all idiots. No, we're functioning human beings. We all have hearts, we all have functioning brains. And it's one of those things to where if we, like how James always says, if we change the public opinion on vapors and this industry, a lot of better things will happen. Which, bringing up how selfless we are, could possibly be one of those things to where we can improve the public eye on this industry by showing how we are in it for more than just blowing fat clouds. And that's one of those things that needs to be brought to the eye. We're just people that quit smoking and try to get a healthy alternative. That's all we are. We're not anything different. We're not out there to get anybody. We're just doing this to save our lives and millions of people that haven't found this industry as well, but also save the lives of the people that aren't even interested in the vaping or smoking or anything, with the different kind of the raffles we do, the organizations, the charities. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing. There's so many different charity groups out there. I know a few months back, if he's still in here, Mr. Vaping with Ken, big shout outs to you, my friend, because I was honored to be a part of it, because he organized, him and Frank Wolf organized a 24-hour suicide prevention live stream. It was one of the most amazing things I would ever say I was a part of, because the amount of people that came in and was a part of this live stream was just outstanding, because you had people that may have not gotten along at the time, but were able to put everything aside to talk about a cause that is, of course, like how I said before, bigger than all of us. I would say 95% of us in this chat have experienced something where suicide has been brought up in our lives, or you've known somebody to where they have taken their own life, or have known of somebody that you knew that has taken their own life. It's a hard thing to get past. It's a terrible thing to even think about, but knowing that, another thing showing that people in this industry are some of the most selfless people I could ever think of. Of course, Michelle. Michelle was a huge part of it. Thank you for that, Ken. Because all the donations went to her suicide prevention page, and it was just awesome, amazing. I was so happy to be a part of it. It was just one of those things to where the moment that I was living in with all those people, and just talking about your experiences, talking about how it's affected your life, is one of those things that will always live with me, because the amount of I don't know if you can drop how much money ended up being raised in a live stream, but we thought about this when we were thinking, okay, we're just gonna, if we raise maybe like $1,000 tops, that would be an awesome thing for it. But for the amount of money that we raised, holy shit, was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen, because the amount of support we got, the amount of people that came in, and was, of course, showing again everybody in that chat that donated, everybody, all the businesses and all that stuff that donated product, money. It just shows how selfless people in this industry are, thinking about others before themselves, and it's a perfect thing in my eyes. It's a really amazing thing, and I want everybody in the world to know of the positive things that can come out of this industry, by not just the product itself, of how it can get people off cigarettes, by the people, but also the people involved in the industry, how people are doing things in their spare time to help people less fortunate, how they're going out to try to change the lives of people that are in a rough time. It's one of those things to where I'm honored to be a part of this industry. It's an amazing thing to actually think about when you're not on watching YouTube videos, the kind of thing, and just seeing all the stuff going on. But when you're sitting back and thinking about all the stuff you've been a part of, by like if you've ever donated to where that stuff, and it just shows that no, we're not a bunch of assholes in this industry. We're not what the public thinks of us. And of course, we got to show that kind of thing, of showing that what we've done and what we're going to continue to do to show that we are selfless, we are here, and we're everyday people. We're people that care about others. We don't all care about ourselves. And like I said before, the world needs to see that. And I think that with everybody in here, everybody that has a kind of an audience to their own YouTube can help change the lives of thousands of people, change the perspective of thousands of people. Like I always say before, it only takes one thought. That's all it takes. Change one person's mind about something, and it can change 1,000 more people. And just keep it going, and then ended up we can be changing the minds of millions. Just think about that. With showing all the positivity that comes out of this industry, everything that people in this industry do. Okay, yep, Ken posted it. $13,426 raised. $13,000. Do I need to say more than that? Really? It's amazing. Fucking amazing. I was honored to be a part of it. Thank you so much, Michelle, Ken, Frank, for putting on that amazing stream. It was one of the things I'll never forget in my life, because it just showed greatness of the people in this industry. And I don't want anybody to forget that. I don't think anybody that participated in that stream will ever forget it, because of how much it touched everybody in this industry, how many people that this affected. And it was awesome. I could talk about it all night, just all the stories and all the craziness that went on it, but I decided to try to stay on track here. So next thing I want to do a little bit of something cool that I've been thinking about. There's a lot of, I don't know if all of you guys are probably members of CASA, and there's a thing they do on their website where they do testimonials. They have people do like many little, I would say they're blogs, but they can write down like a paragraph of how vaping changed their life, pretty much. Pretty much showing what vaping did to them and how it affected them greatly. So I thought I was going to read off a couple of these, because some of these are really inspirational, and it's just cool to, especially when you see the ones that have people that have been smoking from 60 plus years on, to where they can just stop smoking like with that and go straight to vaping. That's one of the most favorite things I've ever seen, especially when you see those people that are, I quit smoking by vaping, the flavors, I don't know if you can see it right there, that thing where everybody's holding them up. Remember that one that kind of went viral, where it was that older lady who was holding them up, said she smoked for like over 60 to 70 years, and she quit smoking by using vapor products? Awesome. Amazing. That thing needed to get freaking spread around like wildfire, because it's another thing of shows that this shit works. I don't care what anybody says, this shit gets people off fucking cigarettes. And of course the government's still trying to get this industry away, because of course they're not making money off of it. So do what you can. I'm going to post another link in chat right now of something you could do to find out. I'm always telling you guys this, a way where you can find your local representatives. It's something we all need to have. It's all you have to do. It's a website. You just put in your zip code, and that's all you need. So here it is in the chat right now. Go to the website, type in your zip code. It tells you all the representatives in your local area. Find out what the call to actions are from CASA in your local area, and write your representatives. Go talk to your representatives. Email them. Get on their social spam. I don't want to say spam their social media, but try to have an intellectual conversation with them about vaping on their social media as well, if you have that option. If they will allow that, I don't know. Every government official is different with their their Twitter, Instagram, obviously. Donald fucking Trump. I'm not going to go there, but no, Michelle, I'm not going to turn text to talk back on. Damn it. It screwed with me so bad. So I'm going to read off a couple of these testimonials because I thought it would be a really cool thing to just have everybody hear. There's one. Let's see, where is it? There's a couple of these that I like because these are ones that are people that smoked for 20 plus years on. This one was written by Chris Wadlich, I guess. Weidlich, or you could call him Chris Vapes 2015 in Gaylord, Michigan. Wrote this on their testimonials 2 weeks ago. What he put was, I smoked cigarettes for over 20 years. In the same time, I had tried on numerous occasions to quit using suggested methods such as patches, gums, and even cold turkey. Nothing proved successful at breaking my habit, with my longest stretch tobacco-free lasting only 2 months. Unable to break the cycle, I would return to smoking. In fact, read more. I didn't realize that was longer. Hold, please. Oh, come on, internet. There we go. I would return to smoking, and in fact, most quitting attempts resulted in a heavier smoking habit and then when I had before trying to quit. In August 2015, I started a new job with an e-liquid manufacturing facility. They offered access to vaping products and shared information with him, allowing me to make the decision on my own. My first vapor product, first vapor product, was a donut flavor, and it helped him reduce his addiction to tobacco. Over the course of a couple months, he was able to reduce his tobacco use to 0, substituting it completely with vapor products. So there's more to this, but that right there just shows people that have the stuff accessible to them, having it put in front of them and showed that this is something that could help people. And stories like this need to be shared to the public because this is what I would consider the best news of all. Hearing the stories of people who were able to quit smoking with vapor products. Because that's what the mass public needs to hear. They need to hear people's stories. They need to hear what vaping did to help them quit smoking. How it virtually changed their lives. Added 10 plus years onto their lives because of them getting off cigarettes. And it just shows that it's a great thing to see. A lot of the good news that needs to be out there. It doesn't need to be all bad news. It can't be all bad news. Because it's just downing at times. You're sitting there like, okay, you're looking up what's going on with the news and vaping lately, and it's just all negative. It's frustrating. It puts a damper on your mental attitude. It's one of those things to where it sucks. You're sitting there and you're just like, do you want to keep advocating because all the stuff that you keep trying to fight for is negative, and it sucks because you don't see any results, you don't see anything happening good out of it unless you see like how some of these articles I just showed where there is positivity out of it. That's what we need to see more of. I want to see more of what we're fighting for get shown that it's working. That's what I would like to see. I want to know if maybe any of you guys have any experiences with that. So if anybody has any experiences of showing that they've talked to said-so politician and they've actually changed the mind of a politician or possibly put a single thought in their head of, wait, you might be right. That's something that I'm going to put my email into the chat. I want you to email that story to me because in a future episode, I want to hear it and I want to tell everybody about it because then if they hear about that, it will motivate them to possibly do it themselves, which that's what you need to do. You need to get other people motivated as well as motivating yourself. So I'm almost done typing. Give me 1 second here. Email is down in the chat right now. If anybody has a story, a success story, a successful vaping story to where it's either you got somebody to quit smoking that was you never thought was going to quit, or you have somebody who had a complete negative mindset of vaping, and then you showed them articles, you showed them positive things that have happened, and it completely changed their minds. I want to know those stories, so hit me up in my email. Tell me those stories, and I will tell them on a future episode, because I think that would be a great thing to let the public hear, because, like I said before, it will motivate people to do more of what they need to do in this industry. Yeah. Yes, Poonsauce _ McPoliti. God damn, I'm not a politician. I'm just here to talk to the people. Because, like I always say, I may be a small voice, but if I'm one voice that can do something, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to sit around and let people fight my fights for me. And that's what I'm here to do. And, yeah. That's what I pretty much have for you today, guys. Thank you all for watching. It was a fun one. Kind of a great thing to talk about. Hold on, let's see. Right before we go, hold on. Texas Cloud Town put in the chat, my mayor vapes and is fully behind vaping and the right, and none of my hold on. Is fully behind vaping and the right. The none of my representatives will call me back. None of his representatives will call him back. Okay. About that, huh? That's great. The show that your mayor is for vaping. That's great. It's cool to see a local official actually vaping. It's pretty cool. But the sucky thing about the representative things is that Texas Cloud Town, don't let them not calling you back fail, because just keep calling them, keep sending them emails, keep sending them letters, because it's going to happen so many times to where they're going to see the same person sending multiple letters. They're going to see, okay, we might have to pay some attention to this because they've sent 50 or something emails, letters, phone calls, etc. That's what in my head, that's what I would think they would do. They're seeing somebody talk about something so much to where it's like, okay, we got to bring this to our attention. So don't give up the fight, Texas. I know it's hard calling them and not getting any callbacks, but just keep on going, keep trucking along like you always do. It's a great thing. So yeah, before I sign off, guys, I want to give a few more shout outs. Thank you to Erica Vapes for holding down chat. I know chat isn't really a problem in this show because, of course, everybody in chat are friends of mine, people I've talked to on other shows. So thank you, Erica, for kind of just being my eyes, my ears. Texas Cloud Town, you of course too, and don't forget, check out Texas Cloud Town on YouTube. He's got a channel, does some reviews, does some juice reviews. I know he's done I think recently he did his sad boy review. I don't know if he's done anything since then, but also check out his Weekend Wisdoms on Saturdays, because it's a lot advocacy based and it's awesome. It's amazing. I love what he's doing. I was actually on it at one point. It was a great time. And yeah, give him a follow. Also, we need to convince Texas Cloud Town that Mr. Shane Oakley needs to become his co-host on that show, because what they did on Saturday, because last Saturday it was him and Shane Oakley, and they did a fucking phenomenal job. Like, I was blown out of the fucking water. So X1 in chat, before we get out of here, if you think Shane Oakley and Texas Cloud Town should co-host the Weekend Wisdom stream on Saturdays. I think that would be so cool, so amazing, and especially when you're having a live stream by yourself, it's good to have a good Weekend Wisdom with, yep, so he is now the co-host. Awesome. About fucking good, damn it. Awesome fucking great. I'm so happy for that. I can't wait to see what the future holds with that, because the Weekend Wisdom is going to be fucking awesome now, because both of these guys have a lot of knowledge in the industry. They're both people that go in there and do their own research when they're not doing anything. So let's say they're just hanging out. They decide, okay, I'm going to go and do a little research on vaping. So that's something that just shows that these people, those two guys, are in it for the right reasons. Also, guys, don't forget, Vaping with the Ohmies, Mondays. Our next show is starting on our brand new channel, our Vaping with the Ohmies YouTube channel, and we have a giveaway going. If we get 100 subs on the channel by Monday, we're going to be giving away 200 bottles No, not 200. God, bad. 200 mils. Goddamn, I did the same thing Dan did on Monday. 200 mils of IVC juice, Independent Vapor Company juice. 200 mils of your choice. All you got to do is subscribe to the page. That's it. So head over to the Vaping with the Ohmies YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. You're not going to want to miss. We have a lot of fun things planned for everybody. We got a couple new things in the works that I'm excited for everybody to be able to watch and see, and just that show just gets me all pumped up. I love spending time with my brothers. That's all I consider them now. I don't consider them guys I do a show with. I consider them my brothers, and being able to do this every Monday with them is an honor. I love all fucking 5 of them to death, and they all know that for sure. And of course, tomorrow we got That's What She Said with the lovely Michelle Lynn, Angela Garrity, DHD, Double Helix Designs Jess, Danielle Jones, and of course the wonderful, the host of the show, I would say, the lovely Ruby Roo. Half of the masterminds behind the Aspen Modcos. Don't forget to check them out on Thursdays. What they're doing, they're going to be the best. They've already blown our show out of the water by like tenfold. For the amount of planning they do, for the amount of stuff they do for to prepare for their streams, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Huge shout out to those ladies. All amazing. My 5 favorite women of this industry, I would say, easily. And then, of course, Fridays, don't forget about the Green Room. James and Sean, I think they have a cool guest coming on. That apparently James has been a guest on their show as well. I think James and Sean have been a guest on their show. I think I know who it might be, but I'm going to let you guys figure it out and let you guys wait till Friday so when the thumbnail comes out, or any kind of thumbnail comes out, you'll be able to find out for yourselves. It's going to be a great time. And of course, I'm not sure if there's going to be a Vape Stew this week because, of course, Stan and Daily Vape TV Nick traveling to the UK right now. So I know Stan and Nick are probably on plays right now. So guys, safe travels. Make sure you get there safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do when you get to the UK. Actually, you can do what I would do. That would be fun. I don't know what I would do in the UK. That'd be a fun little time. So again, thank you all for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I want to say the thing I always say, guys, put this in your head for a second. All you have to do is change one person's mind. One person's mind. Put one thought into somebody who doesn't vape, doesn't smoke, anything. Put one thought in their head positively about this industry, and then that thought can change the mind of thousands, millions, because of how much information spreads. So as long as we're doing that, as long as we're fighting the good fight, that's all we're doing. We're fighting something worth fighting for, and that's all we need to do. That's all we have to do. And I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy to share my experiences, what my opinions are. And I wanted to thank all you guys for coming along for the ride. It's going to be a fun thing. Like I said, I'm still kind of new to this YouTube thing, so thanks for bearing with me. Things are moving. The ball is moving. So guys, thank you again for tuning in. Remember, doesn't matter if you're vaping on any fucking thing, mech, mouth to lung, regulated. It doesn't matter. As long as you're off cigarettes, you're not smoking, that is the important thing. And of course, don't forget to do what you can to change the perspective of vaping to the masses. I want that to be your goal. I want you to ponder on that, because that's one of the most important things that us as an industry need to do right now. So again, guys, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I do 2 videos a week. And yeah, let's just keep vaping, man. There's a big delay. Holy crap. Oh, god damn it. It's still playing on my end. Okay. Okay, bye.